There's always talk of the media scrutiny being intense in the large markets like New York, Los Angeles, Chicago. Syracuse is obviously a small market, but the Syracuse University men's basketball team is really the only show in town. So, I mean, how would you compare the scrutiny from a large market team to that of your team in Syracuse?
Well, there's pluses and minuses. If you're in New York City and you want to go to dinner, you can be the most well-known coach in the world. You can still go to dinner in New York where nobody knows you. You can't do that in Syracuse. It's different. You know, as the years go along, you become accustomed to what your job is and what all these outside influences are. And eventually, probably after 30 years or so, it doesn't bother you so much about what's going on, and you just focus on your team and get ready. That doesn't mean you like criticism, and I might react to it. I might say something. I enjoy reacting to the media. I think that's kind of the fun part of it. People think I don't like the media. It's not really true. I actually like the vast majority of people I deal with in the media. I like. They're guys I really like. Very few that I don't like. I might not like something somebody says, and it might be a good friend of mine, but and so I might react to it.
And that is something worth touching on, because you do get a bit of a bad rap for, you know, when you'll call somebody out for something they said or wrote. Sometimes you can come off as a bit of a you know what, but what people fail to point out is that you're open to giving your number to members of the media, and you almost always return a media member's call.
I return every call unless it somehow gets lost in the system. But
right. So I mean,
sometimes I come out. I'm a little too harsh. You know, I don't mean to be quite that harsh. But yeah, I mean, I like to react. If somebody says, I'll react to it, and then I move on. And my only criticism of the media would be that the media cannot move on. If you criticize them, they live with it for the rest of their life, and you hold it in the back of their mind, and they want to get back at you someday. And it's just the way it is, and I realize that. It's reality. I get upset with something you say or somebody writes, and I'll make my point, and then I move on. It's over, you know. We'll go to the next phase. There's no grudge. It's the same way you coach. I get mad at players. I mean, I get really mad at some of my best players. I get mad at them, and then the next day I've completely forgotten about it. And you move on. That's important.